So this is going to connect, and I hit go live. All right, with this West 2 Facebook Live update, Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. A little noisy, a little busy in here. We've got a little construction underway, a little bit of lighting we're working on, so it's going to be looking like we're in a hurricane with one light on, and it's going to be a little different tonight, but we'll be okay. We'll get through it, is what I'm saying. All right, we got some showers and storms out there right now. Let's go to the radar, and we'll kind of just zoom it on in and go from here. There you go. So the activity right now is along the Lake Orange County line. We'll zoom it in here, and you can kind of see where the heavy stuff is. Montverde back over towards Ocoee, Groveland, Claremont, Windermere. There's Bay Lake, there's Citrus Ridge, a little bit of an outflow collision going on right there, so we may see some renewed thunderstorms right along this little area near Windermere, back towards Orlando. We'll have to wait and see. We got a little collision ongoing there. Off to the south, things are fairly quiet. We do have a flood advisory for the land area, and then another one right here near Lisbon, Eustis, and back over towards the south side of Eustis along 441. So good deal of rain. Vanessa, good evening to you. Maria Sophia, Terrelyn Tootle, Angela, Edmund Walters. The whole gang is in the house here. You guys still filtering on in. Always appreciate you guys popping in. Sarah Miller, Maria Sophia. We got Debbie Mandarino, Chris Pierce, Taylor Watts, Bobby Johnson, Yukon Capo Greco, Tina Kyle, Nikki Robinette. You guys know my motto, sharing is caring. The more people we can reach by you guys sharing these Facebook Live feeds, the more people we can put in the Weather Know when we do these Facebook Lives, because we know you guys have busy lives. After school sporting events, summer sporting events with your kiddos. Guillermo Gilbermetti, good to have you there, Maria Sophia. I'm going to introduce you to our newest meteorologist here after he's done eating his now warm meal. We don't want to take him away from his warm food, but when he's done there, we'll bring him in. We'll grill him. I know you guys are gonna have questions for him, so you'll be able to ask away. Anyway, so he's chopping down on food. I'm gonna just give you the radar tour here. And there's the Leon Springs, the land, north side of New Smyrna Beach, back towards Astor. Big time rains. Look at the Salt Springs area. A couple more totals here. Ay caramba, 3.5, almost 4 inches of rain. Yeah, that's a doozy, as we like to say. There's the rain there right over Lake Apopka, Oakland, Montverde Academy getting hit, Claremont. There's Ocoee, there's that big outflow, Pine Hills, headed back towards Oak Ridge, SeaWorld, Disney. You guys may see a quick developing shower here. Hey Tony, hot in Philly, says Bobby Driscoll. Bobby, good to have you in from Philadelphia tonight watching us. Karen Snizek, nobody beats the Sniz. Terry Lottie is in the house, look at that. 80 live viewers and climbing. Let's get to 100, will we? Darlene, Gerardo, Dino, he's in the house. Karen saying hi, Debs. Hi, Debs back. So there you go. Good group in here tonight, 82 live viewers. All right, so where do we go from here? Let's take a look at Futurecast, the HRR version, which seems to be performing a little bit better than some of our other models tonight. And there it is, showers and storms, winding down between 11 and 12 overnight tonight. Going to be nice and quiet. There you go. Linda Crook is in the house. Bobby Johnson, Debbie Mandarino. There you go. There it is. All right, 12-hour forecast for tomorrow. There will be storms around tomorrow afternoon, but out the door in the morning, we're going to be in good shape. Let's take a look at the graph extended forecast here. Nikki Momo's in the house. Nikki, good to have you. How's your day been, Nikki? Did you get into trouble? You staying out of trouble? Rashonda Williams. Rashonda. Kim Vance Riches, Almost Heaven, West Virginia is in the house tonight. Man, we're going to Philly. We're going to West Virginia. There it is. There's your breezes working in. A few showers and storms. Coverage not quite as high as today, but still decent. And then on into Thursday, Annie Marie, Tony Canoli, Dina Andrusoff, Robert DeBrucke. Robert, we need to put a winning streak together here, pal. Our team's in bad shape here. Do we tear it down? Do we sell off our Verlanders and our Scherzers to get younger and wiser. I think so. That's what I would do, as long as it's worth the haul. Mets on a 6-2 Mets now. Ooh, Robert, 6-2 the Mets right now, really? Give me the scoop. How do we get those 6 runs? Any home runs? Let's see. Nick and 6 others followed me. Look at that. How about that? All right, there's a look at the latest flood advisory. Good evening to you. Terry Lobby, Charlie Ricky. In Port Orange, you guys got some pretty good rain earlier today. There's your 2-day rainfall total right there. Marquise, how's your, what'd you get, by the way? Got a chicken bowl? Chicken, wow, look at that. Man, sounds good. Chris Pierce is in the house. Diana Radnor. Debbie Mandarino. 92 Titusville. 94 Orlando. Claremont looking good. Records tomorrow. There you go. 94 in Orlando. Records 100, not happening. Sanford 95 versus 98. Molly Johnson in the house from North Carolina tonight. Love the live broadcast, says Ellen Klein. Ellen, grazie. Alvarez and Benny went back to young kids. I love it. Thanks for the scoop. 94, 95, 96. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Taking a look at those feels like temperatures. 105, 107, 106. Boy, you sucked that down. You were hungry.
I'm going to finish the rest of it later on tonight. But.
All right. Here's Daytona Beach. A few showers, a few storms. Melbourne, a few showers, a few storms. Hitting the attractions tomorrow. Laura McQuilkin's in the house. Jimmy Bacon. A long day getting ready for a short trip to North Carolina. Nikki Momo. Excellent. Safe travels there, young lady. Epcot tomorrow warming up. Scattered storms. 93 at 3. 90 at 6. There it is. Saturday on into Sunday. Saturday on into Sunday. Plenty of heat. Best storm chances will be up to the north. There you go. Weekend planner 94, 93. Busy, 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 says Chris. Maria Sophia has popped in. There you go. All right, to the tropics we had. Switching gears. I guess I'm not. Oh, Jimmy Bacon, there you are. Sorry, my man. It's going by too fast. My bad. I call you though. John Blackham, Nancy Cruz Garcia, the Cruister. All right, there's Tropical Storm Don, moving south at 7. Latest track looking like this. Get a bit of a loop-de-loop. Getting close to Nova Scotia, but just to the east. There you have it. No wishes for us. Laura, saying hi, Tim. John Bernaski. There we go. Jimbolina. All right, model intensity forecast. Still tropical storm strength through the upcoming weekend. Good news on that front. Now, I want to show you the Euro water vapor because Euro's got a little wave there near San Juan next Tuesday. That goes due west. And then another wave in behind that. So the Euro's hinting at increased moisture. So we'll watch the trends on that. And then the GFS, it's got one wave as well, kind of coming into Cuba, moving off to the west-northwest near Kingston next Friday. And then another wave, a bit more vigorous than the earlier one apparently, coming towards the Leeward Islands, probably towards next weekend. So something that we'll watch here. 2 features there down the road. All right, 7-day forecast. Here we go. 94, 95, 96. Plenty of heat through Friday. Then showers and storms Saturday and Sunday. Rain coverage at about 60%. Jeffrey Dugas, good to have you there. Laura, we got a nice rainstorm in Mount Dora this evening. You guys needed the rain. We'll do the national perspective here for you. Then we're going to bring in Marquise, Sherry Carter. Sherry, how's your day today, young lady? Miss New Smyrna Beach. Not bad. Great Lakes, New England, low 70s. Sioux Falls, 75. Texas is on fire at 105. El Paso, 106. The national perspective does show that the summer monsoon season may finally be kicking in here in the southwest. Got a big ridge though as well, a little trough here. Storm system up here, another storm system up there. And then when we take a look at the temperatures around the globe here, it's been an unusual July up in Canada. It's been rather cool across eastern Canada, rather hot out west. Big ridge here, big trough in the east. But Fairbanks today is warmed up to 75. Fort Ross 53, Iqaluit at 45. Moosonee coming in at 54. Winnipeg, Manitoba 70. Boise 93. Vegas. Vegas is hot. Can't believe any storm will be able to get. There you go, Chris. We'll see. Monterey 102. Look at Ottawa. Chile 66 for this time of the year. Havana 86. Belize City 86. Your toddler keeps waving at me. Well, I'm waving back at your toddler. Nathaniel Story has popped in. Nathaniel. Let's see. All right, let's get those emojis, those likes, and those shares up there, peeps. Belize City 86. Kingston, Jamaica 88. Caracas 79. Bogota, Colombia 61. La Paz, Bolivia 45. Asunción, Paraguay 54. Buenos Aires 48. Punta Arenas. Missing tonight. Cape Town, South Africa, 46. Up towards the Saharan Desert is 90 in Muscat. Remember, it's the middle of the night there. 90 in Niamey. Roma is 84. Oslo, Scandinavia, in the 50s. Moscow coming in at 59. Surgut, 66. Bratsk and Yakutsk coming in at 61 degrees. Sapporo, 72. Beijing, sizzling 84, Hong Kong 84, Ho Chi Minh City coming in at 81, Darwin 81, down under, again winter there, Perth 55, Adelaide 54, the Hobart Airport 48, Christchurch and Auckland, New Zealand coming in the upper 50s, and then over to 77, Yakutsk, close. Colleen has popped in. All right, Lihue, Honolulu, Kahului, and Hilo in the 80s right now. So overall, really not too bad. One last look at the radar here. And you can see we do have a little punch of energy right there, southwest Orange County. Let's see if we got a hail core there. We do not. Rain rate, though, woof, that's intense. 2.5 inches per hour. That is moving slowly, so we'll watch that. No shear. Let's take a look at the velocity product. Right there. Take a look at that velocity product. Winds here. 20 to 30 miles an hour. All right, that's reasonable. So we'll watch that, and we'll wait and see what these outflow boundaries, if there's going to be any redevelopment there towards Disney and downtown Orlando. Quick look at a camera over that way. Let's see what kind of a sky we got here. Oh! Yeah, that's pretty badass if you ask me. Love that shot, actually. Wow. Didn't see that coming, did you, Marquise?
Not at all.
All right, so that is downtown cams were not working earlier. Down, Winter Park cam. Down, downtown cam. Down, oof, that's not good. Ooh, pretty shot there in their New Smyrna. Tavares, down, NASA, up, and moving. That's a pretty shot.
Look, they move you right on cue.
Yeah. That's a good looking shot. Melbourne, quiet. St. Pete, sunset. Oh, clear water. You're gonna have to get over there, my man, at some point. Let's see. So we have none that are working except for the World Center, which happens to be the money shot right now. All right, let's bring in Marquise. Slide on over there, young man.
Here we are.
So Marquise will be on the air beginning on Sunday, and you got an interesting career before you got into TV, and I'd love for you to tell people your story and how and when you got into weather and why, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people who pursue a career as a meteorologist, we kind of get
struck by the weather bug very early. For me, I was either 10 or 11 back in 2005 when Hurricane Katrina hit, and just seeing how massive of a storm it was, how many storms we had that season.
Yeah.
I believe it was on record at the time,
Yeah.
the most devastating, destructive, and active hurricane season that we had up to date.
Right.
But just seeing how many people got displaced from their homes, I was like, hey, I want to do something to help people
Yeah,
out during
yeah,
times
absolutely.
of need. And aligning myself with the meteorological pathway is what came next. So I was pretty stubborn, stuck with it for a while. That followed me into college, and while I was in school, I chose to actually go into the Air Force as well, the paper
College.
classes
Yeah,
and whatnot.
yeah.
I also served my country, which I'm pretty proud of. But
You should
some
be.
interesting
Yeah.
places. And,
Yeah,
got
that's-
the forecast all over the world, which was great.
Got to see some amazing places, I'm sure, too.
I mean, Florida's pretty nice too.
Yeah, no, yeah.
There's not a lot to see here.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, it was the blizzard of '78, growing up on Long Island, and you're absolutely right. I was 10 years old, 10 years old, and I knew from that point on that I was hooked. I wanted to do something with weather. I didn't know it was going to be TV until I started doing internships at college, and then the Weather Channel opened up so many doors for me. And I know you came through there as well. Just a couple folks saying hi to you: Debbie Mandarino, Darlene, Bobby,
Hello.
Linda Crook. Yeah. Welcome to Channel 2, says Charlie Ricky. Go Navy. Chris is a Navy guy too. So,
It's
so
funny
what
that-
about your career path though, as far as TV is concerned? Where have you been? Where have you been at?
So my first internship was in New York too, in Manhattan with CBS 2
Yeah,
LNY,
yeah.
I believe. So that was back in 2017. Got some good mentors there, good teachers. Got my first chance of like being on air as an intern, which was pretty great. And then I went back to college to get my master's for an additional year.
Right.
And I was like, well, I got to get my feet wet now and get like an actual job.
Always good.
So that took me down to North Carolina, where I worked for WNCT in Greenville. So I stayed there for about a year and a half. And I was still in the Air Force at the time doing work with the National Guard, and I got called to deploy. So I had to leave my first TV station a little bit early, but it was still a fun deployment. I went to the Middle East, so Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, which is now showing temperatures of, what was it, 150 that we saw
The heat
yesterday,
index,
the heat index,
that's insane. Yeah, that's just crazy. Talk about your process, because you're originally from Massachusetts.
Yep.
It sounds like you and I are very similar. We loved growing up there, but we got tired of the cold.
I can't stand it. If it could only snow
Don't go
one
back.
day, I'm happy to be in Florida for sure.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if it only snows on Christmas Day, I'll be fine. Like no other days throughout the year. I think growing up, I had shoveled snow one too many times,
Oh,
so
man, tell me about it.
I'm over it. It's
Not
like
only
your
shows
hands
driving in
in
it, the ice, chiseling your ice off
Yes.
your car. Thanks, but no thanks. What drew you to Orlando? What drew you to Wesh? Because I know when you were shopping around and looking for that next job, you had other opportunities. But what was it about this area, this station, this company that said, you know what, I want to go here, not somewhere else?
Yeah, I think on my interview, or I guess my interview or my audition, I think Wesh was the most welcoming to me. I feel like the red carpet was literally rolled out to me. And it started with Stephanie, our news director, picked me up at the airport, or better yet, organizing transportation here for me. Getting to meet so many people, even people that I've already met, just because we've working in news. It's pretty interesting. Like sometimes you have like a 2, maybe a 3-year contract, and the people that you met at your first station sometimes show up at your third station. So
Small world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
One of our sports anchors, I worked with him in Greenville, and he got to show me around after my interview was done. His name is Zach Baskovich. And I was like, you know what, Orlando sounds like a great place without the snow that I talked about earlier, but also
warm weather.
great people, loads to do in this city that I'm looking forward to.
Bob Johnson says he also grew up in the Maine, Massachusetts area, got tired of shoveling the snow, so he's moved south. Miss Riggs, hi, welcome. I went to school at ISU, SJSU in North Carolina State for meteorology. A great live tonight. The Riggs to the Rigginator. So what do you like to do when you're not at work? What do you enjoy?
Well, one thing that I need to do right now is like find a good gym to go to. I'm a pretty active person, so I feel like I'm always go, and that includes lifting weights, playing basketball, playing football. I was slowly being talked into a softball league at my last station, but it might be something I try here. I've never picked up a baseball bat like in an organized fashion, so I might have to give it a go.
Well, if you played before, it's like riding a bike. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you're a young guy, so with some wheels. What else? Anything else you want to add, or?
I gotta check out the parks. I've never been to.
Oh,
the
yeah.
parks.
Well, that's definitely coming. That won't be an issue. You've joined a great team of meteorologists, says Chris. Chris, thank you. Grew up in Long Island. Hated all the snow, says Debbie. Colleen Odette, you still lifting, Marquise?
It's been 7-8 days since I stepped inside of a gym, so it is muscle memory. Like when you get back there, but right now it's like I look in the mirror, I'm like, ooh, I feel a little skinny right now.
Where'd you work out? Like a Gold's Gym up in Atlanta, or did you?
So I did work out at a Gold's that I went to, and then like we had like a strictly like powerlifting gym that my trainer, like who pitched the training plan to me, lifted with him. So yeah, so I competed in like 2 men's physique shows, and hopefully down the line I do some more competitions. But, yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. So when you find a gym, what's your routine? Do you do chest and tries one day, bank and buys the next, or do you do it a little bit differently?
Yeah, pretty much it's always like a push day followed by a pull day and then legs. I might rest on that 4th day and then do another push-pull day combined and then like a pull-push day combined. So
Right.
mostly I feel like everybody does like chest and tries on a Monday, buys back on a Tuesday, something like that.
Now, what about when you're training? Do you have a special diet that you go on at all, or not really?
It depends. Like if I'm in like a competition
Yeah.
or like training to compete, whether it's 4, 5, 6 months down the line, like I'm strict with my diet. Like right now, absolutely not. I'm mowing down on Chipotle. I'm about to have an ice cream sandwich when I get home.
Yeah. All right. I think we've covered a lot of the bases here tonight.
For sure.
We'll let folks go, but again, Marquise is going on Sunday night. We do the 6, 10, and 11, and then just like we do with everybody else, when someone's on vacation, which is likely to happen before the end of the summer, you'll see him maybe noon, 4, 5, 6, 10, or 11 filling in for me. Who knows? But you'll see plenty of him, and we hope to lock him up for a long time.
I'll be here for a while. I think Orlando's pretty nice so far.
It is. I know you're going to like it. All right, gang, we're going to get back to work, start making some updates. That's Marquise. What's your Facebook page, your public page?
You can find me at meteorologist Marquise Mita on Facebook, so if you'd like to give me an ad.
Can you type that in there? I'll let them show it to you.
Sure.
Gonna have him type it on the feed there. You guys see that? And then give you a little plug. And same thing with Twitter, is that right?
I do not use Twitter, but you can find me on Instagram.
Okay,
Just with
there you go. Instagram, there we go. Granny Reese says welcome. Louis Allman says welcome.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I appreciate that.
There you go. Our group is cool. We got a lot of followers there. A lot of folks really enjoy being able to get the weather in a non-traditional time because of active work schedules or kid schedules. So it's kind of why we do these. And plus, obviously, to cover any active weather. All right, we're going to rock and roll. There's a lot of